Previously on Onboard Lifestyle.
Fish on! Oh! It's a Dorado. It's a Dorado.
Yep, big Dorado.
Oh my gosh.
There we go.
Wow.
There we go.
Look at that baby.
Wow. Now that is a fillet.
With basic 2/3 down the Baja Peninsula and our tummies full, we enjoyed a quiet night with the breathtaking views of Agua Verde. The crew woke up the next morning, well rested, to a bit of commotion in the anchorage. A large pod of dolphins were working as a team to corner schools of baitfish in the bay. They put on quite the show for the anchored fleet. After a quick breakfast, we teamed up with our buddy boat for a long hike around this area. Agua Verde is an iconic Sea of Cortez anchorage, and our journey today will give us a wide variety of landscapes to enjoy and photograph. We start from the beach on the west end of the bay. The crew treks up and over a rocky mountain that gives us spectacular views. We drop down into a dry arroyo that leads to a dense jungle with gnarled palm trees that have been twisted from past tropical storms. The group then heads across a brackish lagoon before taking a mile-long hike down a remote sandy beach. At the end of the beach, we were rewarded with a steep mountainous climb to an ancient Cochimi dwelling in a natural cave perched overlooking east toward Agua Verde. As we rested from the strenuous hike, one could not help but think about what life was like for these indigenous inhabitants. Our overexhausted climb to their home was a daily occurrence for the Cochimi. They must have been a resilient people with incredible stamina to live in such a rugged environment.
Last time here in these beautiful caves.
Worn out and exactly halfway through our hike, the crews headed back to the anchorage to discuss the upcoming weather situation.
With a pending weather event heading our way, we got together with our friends on Wildhood to discuss our options. The next stretch of the Baja to the south does have some protection from northerly winds, but this system looks like it could last up to 10 days, and since the weather will be building from the south, both crews decided to do something we haven't done before, to backtrack to Puerto Escondido 23.5 nautical miles in the wrong direction to the safety of this landlocked harbor. With the system still 2 days away, we left Agua Verde early the next morning with the idea to grab a mooring in Escondido before the field fills up. what do we have for lunch today?
Oh, well, halibut, not halibut.
Halibut?
Dorado. We were talking about halibut last night. We're having Dorado that you caught. Oh, it's a Dorado. It's a Dorado.
Yep, big Dorado.
Oh my gosh. And I made a cilantro, sesame cilantro rice.
Okay, well let's try it today. See how it tastes. What do you think, Em?
It's fish. What do you think?
Fine.
Well, since we are stuck here for a couple more days, we might as well make the best of it. We're gonna go in and walk Compass and also drop off our propane to get refilled. It's nice to have this place for a norther. I mean, we could have gone into La Paz, but right now with no safe anchorages really, and lots of boats tend to drag anyways, we didn't want to be in there with a strong northern wind with no protection. Here you go.
Thank you.
And Compass is ready for his walk.
He's super anxious to get back to shore. Look at him.
Compass, you ready?
You ready, bud?
This is the first time that Compass has been on land for a while because most areas that we've been to, there's been coyotes. So hopefully we don't see any here. It's actually pretty amazing how much this place has changed. The last time Teal and I were here, it was many years ago for Hurricane Otis. And there was no marina here. There was just the mooring balls, and I think it's just a small little building here. They did say, yeah, at the time they had the infrastructure. They were going to build all these roads and hotels and all these plans for the marina. Well, the marina finally came in, but that's it. That's about it here.
But the marina is super nice here.
Marina is really nice. They cater more for the bigger power boats, mega yachts, fishing boats. Not so much for cruisers. That doesn't mean it's not cruiser friendly, but this is a short hop to Loreto. If you wanted to stay in this area, it's a hurricane hole, and yeah, a lot of people do stay here for a long time, really. And
I can see why. It's really cool.
except there's not much here. There is there's a couple of really good trails that we want to try out before we head out, or if not, I mean, but there is a couple of really cool, amazing areas to hike up to. We have the Gigante mountain range around us, and it's just gorgeous. Every sunset, every sunrise is unbelievable.
Amazing.
Well, that was a successful little walk. We'll probably do it again, but I can already feel the weather changing. It was really windy out there. Okay, I think Compass is good. He was excited to get back on board. Nice pull.
Thank you. Compass, what are you doing? He was hiding.
Well, this is why we're in Puerto Escondido right now. Wind's supposed to hold pretty stiff for the next 5 days. We may get a break here and there. But you see that our mooring ball is buried. It's been blowing all night, and it's not going to let up anytime soon. Break for about 2 or 3 days for a day. It's gonna break right like that. So this will be our home for a little bit, along with just close to 50 other boats here. They all have the same idea. Just be in a safe place.
One of the things that we haven't really talked about is how we get our groceries. So we are currently in Puerto Escondido. Well, they only have a small little market, and it is incredibly expensive. So a lot of cruisers will then rent a car and head to Loreto, which is about 15-20 minutes north of Puerto Escondido. So we are doing a full provision run. It's nice when you can coordinate with another cruiser, so you can split the cost of a rental car. It's about $70 a day. Not actually, it's $70 for a full 24 hours. So if they drop it off at 9 o'clock this morning, they don't pick it up until 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. So it's kind of cool. And yeah, there's 3 stores here in Loreto. One is El Pescador, and then there's Superlay, and then there's a mini bodega. This place is, well, basically you can get a little bit of everything between the 3 stores, and you should be set. I think we did pretty good.
We got everything.
It's good. Yep. Looks like we made it back right as the wind is ramping up here in Escondido. So we're gonna try to stay as dry as possible. It's gonna be a challenge though. It's gonna be a bumpy ride.
Yes, it's gonna be wet.
Oh my gosh. We're just drying things out. That was quite the trip
funny.
there.
Look,
it looks like you drooled over there, but it's just water. You got hit hard.
Well, luckily I was wearing a jacket.
It wasn't waterproof.
I had to change
You
my
didn't wear-
pants and my undergarments.
Yep, all in the name of food, food. Well, we're in the beginnings of all the Lunar New Year food preparation, so I had to make sure that we are fully stocked.
This was your last window before it really starts blowing.
I know, it is so nasty on the other side. I'm glad that we decided to go in here now.
Me too.
Me 3.
While Lynn has been cooking up a storm, Emma's getting the boat all ready for the festivities.
Yep. Just decorating for New Year's. I'm very excited. Usually my mom does this, but, well, she's cooking and we're really busy, so now it's my turn to decorate.
Well, you're doing a good job. Just keep going. I think we need more and more and more. Let's get in there.
Yeah.
Looks a little sparse still, but I'll check back in and see how you're doing.
Tradition. Emma is learning how to officially roll her egg rolls. My mom used to do this with us, me and my sisters, and it was fun. It's always something we kind of look forward to, but you know.
Kind of.
It was always a competition, a friendly competition, who can roll better. And my mom was the judge.
Okay, let's judge Emma now.
No.
Hey, she did good. Look at that.
She did really good, actually.
Am I? Thank you.
But the fun part is the eating of the pork and shrimp egg rolls.
Yes, definitely.
Better than the work.
Well, everything looks amazing. The wind's going to die down this afternoon for about, 4 or 5 hours, and then start picking up again. So it'll be perfect timing to have the festivities. Keep rolling. at this spread.
Not much, but it's what we
What?
can
Not-
do in Mexico. It's hard to find Asian ingredients down here, but I do my best.
Oh God, everything looks fantastic. Look at this.
Okay.
Beautiful. And the meal looks pretty good too.
Let's eat.
Today, Mother Nature was on our side, and the winds lightened up just in time for the Lunar New Year celebration. We invited 6 cruising boats in the mooring field to share our cultural food and enjoy the company of new friends on this special day.
Just my suggestion: try a little of everything, then come back for what you like.
Yeah.
Which will probably be everything.
One of the highlights of the day was that we played a traditional Vietnamese dice game.
Okay, this is a makeshift gambling. It's a traditional homey game, family game.
Gourd.
Whoa, you're going for it.
Gourd.
Teaching the
Is it
kids
all-
a
okay,
dice
does everybody
game
in?
that
No.
is very
Does everybody know
traditional
where their
for
money's at?
my culture.
Okay.
And this is
Okay.
something that we
Ready?
do every year.
Gourd. Gourd.
Okay, we're calling it
Fish. Yes.
2-5.
No, the fish is mine.
Okay, this one pays out. This one pays out, and the 4
Fish.
right there, and I get the rest.
No.
Place your bets.
All right.
It's non-stop fives, that's for sure.
Here.
Yeah.
Only.
I think they're all high numbers, yeah.
Can you give me the dice that roll a 2 and a 3 real quick?
We're gonna go 5s and 6s. I'm gonna use
Okay, wait, I'm not done.
I
Five?
put these two.
Okay, everybody knows where their bets are. I'm just gonna. I'll
yeah.
go.
Everybody should take a little area.
Don't roll yet. Don't roll.
Yeah, everybody has their own area.
No, he's
Yeah.
going. Wherever your bet should point
Man,
towards
everybody's
you.
going for 5s and 6s.
I went for 2 right here.
3, yeah.
I haven't gotten anything over 2.
Okay, ready?
Oh yeah. Make them big.
5, 5, 5, 5.
5s and 6s. Ooh!
Everyone had a great time having a break from the wind while sampling delicious foods, laughing, playing games, and telling stories.
If you play the right music, I'll dance for you guys. If you, love me, we will.
Hey, if you start dancing, Dirk's gonna whip out his foot again. Look human.
What is that? It's animated.
It's a big one.
It's so thick.
It is sick.
What is? Exactly.
How do you even walk on that?
I expect the foot every time now. I only come to parties to see the foot.
And as the afternoon came to an end, the winds once again started ramping up. Thank you so much for tuning in to this week's episode of Onboard Lifestyle. A big thanks goes out to our amazing patrons who support the production of our videos. Join our crew if you can. It's always fun sharing our cultural holidays with our fellow cruisers. Food, fun, and gambling is always a popular combination. Come back next week to see me spend all my winnings. Just kidding! See you then!